was good. All right. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Alt Investments. My name's Nick.
I'm John.
And before we get started, always do your own research, and this is not financial advice.
You heard it here first.
All right, today we have a super special episode. We are going to roll with and go through some ENS domains.
Now, ENS domains, you might know about them, you might not know about them, but do you know what .com is?
I bet.
I bet people know what .com is.
So this is .eth or .ethereum. This exists on the blockchain. I think you heard it before. If you didn't, we'll explain it. It works exactly like .com domain. You know, nowadays the biggest .com domains, collectibles.com, all the big ones are going for over $100,000. We're going to let you know if we think one day that's what it's going to turn into.
So, the one thing you got to remember when you're buying an ENS domain is you can't use cash. You can only use Ethereum.
Right, because it exists on the blockchain. Whereas if it's a .com, you can use the US dollar. You can put your debit card in and buy it. You know, maybe you can buy crypto with your debit card through MetaMask or something, but essentially you'll still be using Ethereum as your currency to purchase with your cryptocurrency wallet the ENS domain.
And there's a gas price too with buying ENS, or is
Yeah.
there not? There's a gas price. So it's like gas price is like a tax. Like if you're buying something, you get taxed. That's what gas is.
It's like a service slash transaction fee, which also exists. It's like this exists on .com with the DNS domain system. So DNS stands for Domain Name System, right? Whereas Ethereum is Ethereum Name Services.
Yeah.
Not that this is going to stick in anybody's head right away, but
That was just a whole lot of words all over the place, right?
exactly. I'm just going to throw it out there. But like I was saying, you do have to pay to register a regular domain. Like it could be up to $5,000 sometimes, you know, if you're buying a popular name, but it could be up to $100,000 sometimes if you're buying an extremely popular name. I looked up recently Christmas.com, and
It's the holiday season.
it was like $150,000, and it's just because it's popular. I don't know who I'm paying that to. That isn't even because someone's selling it on secondary either. That was because the GoDaddy was like, this is what it costs for a premium domain, 100K plus. Like, contact us.
So I don't know if you know this, but with an ENS domain, who sets that price?
So you can either like buy it off secondary, right?
Yeah.
Just like with a .comer, you can buy that off somebody selling it because they bought it before and thought it was going to have future value, which it probably does. And the same way is with ENS domains. You can buy the domain from the registrar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Register it through ENS.domains is their actual app platform. But that'll cost, you have to, it has to be available.
Yeah, if it's not available, you have to wait your time. Like there's like a
Or find
expiring time limit.
Or find the guy who owns
Yeah.
it, or guy or girl who owns it, because they're holding on to it, whether for a future use, future utility, or because they want to sell it to someone like you that's looking for it one day.
So I don't know if you want to get into this now or later, but when you buy an ENS domain, it's not like where you could just relist it right away. There's a little process that goes along with getting it listed back up if you want to try and resell it, right?
I'd say there's a process with all of it. So when you first buy a domain regularly, right?
Yeah.
A .comer. There's a process. You got to register it. Like I said, you pay different fees to, whether it be a tax or the service fee or the processing fee. There's going to be all fees. Or a premium. Same works with ENS. You're going to pay, if it's not on reserve because it just expired, because if it just expired, it starts at like $100,000 and goes down every day for the next 21 days, and it gives them that grace period to re-register it through the old owner. But say if it doesn't have none of that stuff, right? It's just you found the money domain, like tablechairs.eth, and you love that, right? So you go on there. It's only about, I think, 0.01, which is right now about $11 to do if it's not, if it's not registered. So, but if it's got that premium, it can be, say if it just expired from somebody and it's day one of them expiring, it could be $100,000 premium.
Yeah, I've gone across a couple. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I did when you get bored, instead of just watching TV, why don't you go just look at random ENS domains, because you could get some good ones. Nick's got a couple of them.
Well, yeah, I'll share with you what we have later, but that's what I do. I swear, that's what I do. I sit there like Alan might not like this, but
Alan's our CEO.
yeah, and he's here behind the scenes, but he might not like this. People I like they might not get with it right now.
No.
But I sit on these websites that I'm going to mention, like analytical tools, basically that'll just show you trends for these domains, if they're expiring, what they're worth, who's buying what, the volume, things like that. And I'll just scroll. I'll wait for, you know what I mean? I'll tell you my methods later, but I'll do my thing every night on that website, you know what I mean? Just for a couple of hours. And every few days I'll do that. And that's how you snag you might do that in different respects too, you know? Not just domains.
So when you get how long does the contract usually last? I'll call it a contract for when you buy the ENS, because
I would say it has a smart definitely drop some details, because there's a smart contract involved, because when you buy the domain it sits in your wallet like an NFT system.
Yeah.
But it has utility. So if you have a wallet full of NFTs, right, you can name your wallet your ENS domain. So if you have couch.eth, you can name your wallet couch.eth, so they can just send money to Couch instead of OX 8886345NL.
56 elements after that.
Exactly. So many characters come, like I think it's 30 or something, but whatever. It's not even it's not understandable by humans. It's just a bunch of mumble jumble. Whereas Couch, you're not sending to the wrong person. You know what I mean?
Well, I think this is just my opinion personally. I think ENS, like, it's if you're on Twitter, a lot of people are on Twitter. Like, it's real big on the Twitter space right now, but a lot of the ENS domains, like the well-known brand names and names in general, a lot of them expire in 2023, which is upcoming, and then 2024. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with ENS domains, especially with big companies, because, you know, you want to own your own name, because it's just like the .com era.
Well, they expire every day, dude. Like, they're expiring every day. Like, a lot of them expire every day. You don't know what expires tomorrow unless you're looking. Like, I know what expires tomorrow. Trust me, I know expires for the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah. Nothing I want. You know, I'll show you what I have. I'll literally show you what I have favorite, because if you buy it, that would be awesome that someone got inspired to buy it. Like, you know, that's fine with me. It's nothing to us. But
we're not telling you to buy it though.
We're not telling you to buy it. You know, yeah, we're never telling you to buy anything. We're just showing you what we do on our end, and we're just being transparent about it, so you can get involved if you want to, or you know what it's like to get involved.
It's just crazy to me that you could buy anything. Like, you could buy, like, I know there's gambling.eth, like any type of gambling company. You have sport company, clothing companies. Everything's out there.
And a lot of people, like, I want to add on to what you're saying about Twitter. People sit on Twitter and have their names. I don't even want to say no one big, but a lot of people have big names on Twitter.
All right, we'll put it out there. Shaq has one.
That's a good person. Okay,
Shaq, when ENS first started blowing up.
Is he Shaq?
It's Shaq.eth.
Okay, so he
had it on his Twitter for a while. Budweiser also, I know for a fact Budweiser had it too. They had it set for their name for a while.
It's just for, like, they do it for clout, but it will have future utility one day. Like, I think they do it for clout.
Right now, they're just tapping into audiences.
Exactly, get followers and trends.
I mean, listen, can't hate it. It's smart.
No, it's genius. It's definitely a good idea. But there's actual utility. You know, if they have a wallet, you can send them money to Budweiser. That's the utility behind it. But
be easier for payment processes too if they don't want cash, and you know, you can just send it right to me.
That's exactly utility. But I think the clout is the way to go.
And the good thing with that too is you'll be able to track everything, especially with the blockchain. Be able to track what payments are going where.
Yeah, well, that's the great part of it, because it's a human readable name.
I'm not gonna lie. When you want to send something over the blockchain, it is a hassle copying and pasting.
How many times do you copy? How many times do you hit copy just to make sure?
I text you like 10 times. I'm like, yo, please tell me this is your address. I confirm it like 3 times. I have to, because
he's like, double check.
Because if you send it to the wrong address, it's gone. You're toast.
It's gone forever. Are there any valuable ENS domains out there?
Of course there is.
Of course there is. Of course the answer's got to be yes.
And it's crazy because the most valuable ones make no sense in my eyes.
Whoa, you might have some controversy. All right, let me show you. You might have some controversy.
I think they'll understand. I don't know the first one is what I'm referring to, not so much the other two.
Okay, well, I don't know.
The first,
you better watch. There might be this whole culty thing.
The second one, we'll I'm gonna get some heat for, I think.
Titan Wars XYZ.eth sold in the last month for 69 Ethereum. And Ethereum's been bouncing around anywhere from 1,300 to 1,600, 17. Like it's nuts right now, and it's on the lower end.
They easily cleared 60 grand. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, but 69 Ethereum it sold for. Lady Gaga ETH sold for. This is the one we said we have to watch. For the Goo Gooers.
Sorry, Gagas.
The Goo Gooers. What are they called?
The
little devils.
The Gagas. They're Gagas.
The Goo Goos, Gagas. All right, 32 ETH. Is Lady Gaga .ETH worth 32 Ethereum? Sold 2 weeks ago for 32 ETH. Who bought it?
Yeah, you don't know.
Was it Lady Gaga or was it a fan person?
It could have been her team, like her team in general instead of.
Could be her team. It could be a person looking to start a relation, not that kind of relationship, but just like a partnership or something one day with Lady Gaga, trying to meet her. Or it could have been just somebody looking to flip it in the future. They thought like, hey, I can flip this. This is worth 32 because she'll buy it for 132.
Or they bought it for 32, hoping it would blow up on socials a little bit, catches some people's eyes, and then celebrities are like, what is an ENS domain? Yeah.
Or maybe people are selling Lady Gaga. Sending Lady Gaga Ethereum.
Oh my! Her fans send her Ethereum so she could buy her own ENS domain.
Let's watch the scammers. So many scammers in this space. We can't say it enough. Literally.
He knows firsthand. Refer back to one of our older episodes.
Yeah, I got scammed, but it worked out. It always comes full circle. All right, and there's also a bunch of 3-digiters, numbers.
Not letters.
Yeah.
Not letters. Just
numbers.
Because
there's less numbers, only 1 to 9. There's a finite amount. There's only 999 combinations, or whatever it is. There's only 999 letters. 1 to 999, right? And they're going for 15 to 30 ETH just because they're finite and like people want to get into the 1,000 club, right? Or 999 club, and that's just has its own community, has its own clout. There's Twitter pages for it.
you gotta think people can get their birthdays with 3 digits.
People are spending 15 Ethereum. Yeah, true. You could get like
months January to what?
If your
August,
birthday's like
December,
June 3rd, 603.
That'll be your address too if you have a three number address.
Or area code 215.
Yeah, 215.
Yeah.
Or so for some people 267, still Philly, but
or whatever, like wherever you're at. I know you guys are all familiar with repping by your area codes. All right, so is this an investment? For us, I think so. I'll get into what I own, how I do it. I think the way I do it could be an investment one day, but it's not enough money to be like down and out if it were to not be an investment one day. So
I would say this is more of a long-term investment because the potential upside of it, let's say 10 years from now, where people are like, all right, this .com error is a little. But you don't know. This could blow up in 2 years. We don't know.
I don't know about 10 years for me personally, but I think if you're saying long-term, over a year, maybe. But I only have these ones registered for about a year. You'll never catch me lacking, so don't even try it. You can set your calendar. You'll never get it. Like, try to snag my domains.
It depends on what domain you have, too.
I got them all.
He's got some.
Nah, all right. We're going to go through them. So what do we own? What do you got? You have anything?
I don't have anything, but
I
do.
Do you want to go on with your scheming?
I do. I am scheming on one. Alan actually owned this one before, and I think it's only right that we get it back in our hands. So I was looking the other night,
what is it?
and Barstool Sportsbook .eth is still out there.
I sold it.
It's out there. Nobody took it.
I think I sold it for like 1 ETH.
It expired.
It's $3,000.
It's only $10.
I looked the other day. I could have got it.
Like 1 ETH when the ETH was like 3,600.
That's a crazy.
So he refuses to get in the episode right now, but that's great that he said that because that's a good story. Because I'm going home and buying it as soon as I get home, I'll send it to John. Well, I don't have my ledger, so I can't buy anything. But if anybody's got
another one to look at is Happy Mom. I don't know if it's
like
out
Happy
there
Dad.
yet. Happy Dad is supposedly releasing a brand called Happy Mom. So if you're ahead of the trend, you lock that up.
That's how you get domains.
Give me a little ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we're cool with it, dude. It's not like we want money for it. Just call us. We'll start a partnership.
So you're cool people down there.
Our podcast, and that's enough for us, dude. I don't need your money, unless you want to give it to me. All right, what do I own? So, did anybody ever watch Chucky? Chucky's Bride, Chucky?
Yeah, I've seen Chucky. I was waiting for everybody else to answer.
All right, Chucky had a bride. Chucky's bride had an actress. the actress's name is legendary. The way she talked, like, I don't know if that's a good, but Jennifer Tilly, dude. If you don't know her, Google her. She's legendary. I think she's Canadian. I think she played poker recently.
She does a lot of stuff besides.
I think she's Canadian. I didn't look into it as much, but she's famous for being Chucky's bride, and that's what I grew up knowing her as. The doll looked just like her. When I saw the name, I needed it because it's legendary. Snag that. All right, another one. Sean O'Malley.eth. Woo!
A lot of controversy.
Woo!
Did he win? Did he not win?
I'll give it to him. He won.
Nah, it was a good fight. Good fight.
That's how fighting works, dude.
Yeah.
When it's such a good fight, you leave
Stop
it to
the takedown.
the judge's hands,
Insane.
and that's a sad thing sometimes. But not sad because it's like that. It's just sad to leave it up. You wish they could have went 10 more rounds. But he's the champ right now. He is what's his weight class?
Ooh, you put me on the spot right there.
It's all right.
He's light. He should probably move. I don't know if he can move up though.
No, he's
Gotta put
small. I
some
think,
weight
but
on
I just don't know what it's called.
Might be
Oh, he's
bantamweight.
all right. So he's the bantamweight champion right now of the UFC. Sean O'Malley just beat Peter Yan, or I don't know. Peter,
Qatar.
Yeah,
Qatar.
exactly. That's why I stuttered because Peter. It's not pronounced like.
We're trying to say it right.
But he is now the champ. Beat a legend, and I snagged his ENS domain. But
That's
I think
shocking because he's
in
real
crypto,
into
I was
crypto.
gonna say that.
He's well known, not well known, but like
Yep.
he's familiar with the crypto space.
yeah, and UFC is sponsored by Crypto.com. You know what I mean? They got their stuff, their branding all over their gear, their ring, their arena, their whatever you want, the cage, stuff like that.
Alan's showing us that.
So
he
Alan's in the
has
background showing us.
a ridiculous.
I want you to
amount
know
of
this.
ENS
Like I'm
domains.
posting this on YouTube, knowing that Alan's sitting here flexing his ENS domains. In
It's
the back
about
of our
40.
episode.
I just saw about 40.
If he feels comfortable enough to come in this camera, we will still accept him. Trust me. This is how we roll.
I'll just give you my
just
laptop.
just ring off
Throw it,
something.
throw it.
Yeah, that's it.
No, hold it for now, and after I'm done mine, we're going through his. This is great. All right.
That's a good one.
So Sean O'Malley got that too, and after, like I said, I'll go through how I got mine, and then maybe Alan will finally talk and tell
Maybe
how
we'll
he
get a
got
guest
his.
appearance.
Yeah.
We're trying.
All right. Next is robo-advisors. Robo-advisors.eth. Why did I buy it? Because obviously,
He wanted to
Fintech.
lock up the space.
Yeah,
We
fintech.
are in fintech.
So we've been on that word for a long time. Whatever. It expired. I'll tell you how I got that one. I didn't snag it because I'm an original or whatever. ethereumadvisor.eth. I don't know where that's going to take me one day, but I feel like someone's going to want it. The next one,
This
I
one's
love,
a bag.
dude. I
This is a
love.
bag.
I think this is
This
a fat
one
bag.
is a bag. Like the following with this is one ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Two, everybody knows this family. Dropping little hints here for you.
All right, you know the family. There was once a setting just like this where one of them got famous. A homemade video. Let's just tell them. I don't even want to.
You want me to say it or you
Hold
want
on.
to say it?
All right, famous sisters. That's
Famous
it. That's
sisters.
it. That's it.
With a brother.
Yeah, with a brother. He's legendary too. All right, and all right, keeping up with the Kardashians.eth.
Crazy. I don't know how he snagged it.
All right, so obviously I snagged it because popular show, everybody knows Kardashians. Kim's in the crypto space getting sued for promos. Like, come on, dude. I would sell it to them. I don't even want to. Maybe I do want to hang out with them, bro. But I'm Team Kanye.
I don't know.
I'm Team Kanye. I'm not scared to say it, dude. I love that.
Well,
man.
no, nobody's scared to say that, but
I haven't been. I don't know what he's been saying. I don't approve what he's saying. I don't even follow him. I don't follow.
we don't
other
even
people.
know him. We don't even know the Kardashians. We're talking.
I don't know the
them.
Kardashians,
He
don't
just
know
has
Kanye.
the ENS domain.
We listened to his music growing up, and that's it. That's why I have so much respect because he's a good artist. But that being said, keeping up with the Kardashians. What do you want to do, Kim?
Do you want to keep up with the Kardashians?
Do you want to keep up with the Kardashians, or do you want me to be keeping the Kardashians?
.eth.
Chloe, Courtney, all you guys, all
Rob,
you girls,
can't
all
forget
you
about
guys.
Rob. Rob's there too.
Yeah, Rob, he was on there. Wait, I have a question. Is this still alive, this show?
Yeah.
Wow, dude, it's been running for like, all right,
Almost positive.
20 years or something, whatever,
They took
15
I
years.
think they took a break for a little bit, and then they
I
got
definitely
back
took
with
a
it.
break. I'll tell you that much from them. But yeah, dude, you guys are awesome.
That
We
was
love you
sick,
guys.
too.
You guys are beautiful.
That's got some
we
good
would love to
background
just
to it.
give you the domain just for some a nice conversation about $200,000. All right, what do you want to do next? You want to do? So I have some big names with not names like people's names, but I have names of websites with emojis next to it. So I have OpenSea with a whale. Whales are someone who owns so much in the crypto space that if they were to leave, the water would go down. You know what I mean? So the price of the coin would shrink, or whatever it is. The NFT, if they were to sell their holdings, you would lose your bread if you were someone else that doesn't have a lot. So OpenSea whale emoji.eth. I also have Ethereum with the emoji
Upchart.
the up chart emoji, like the stock, whatever just the chart, yeah, the
Upchart.
emoji with Ethereum in front of it. So it's the regular word Ethereum with that emoji.eth. I also have Google Foo.eth, which is the art of knowing how to use a search engine. That's old as hell. I learned that back in 2016 when I went out to Silicon Valley. Didn't hear about it, but if I still could Google it, it comes up. I'm buying it. That's it. It's enough said. And I have Ethereum.eth with the E, if you hold in your phone pad, like your keyboard, with the dot above it. There's probably a real name for that.
We just don't know.
We don't know it. Sorry.
You gotta admit when you don't know stuff, we don't know.
Yeah, we're transparent. We're giving you the real side of what we buy and why we do it.
And then Nick's very obsessed with himself right here with these.
Yeah, so what happened now, this is different. So I wanted to get something close to Nick.eth. So I got Nick with that same chart emoji, the uptrend chart emoji, .eth. And then I got chart emoji Nick.eth. So the Nick chart and then chart Nick. Because I was like, dude, what if someone sees mine and like buys the inverse? Or if you put the chart up front, it looks like Nick.eth straight through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I was. All right, there it goes. And then I also bought my Twitter name, which is investednick.eth. You can follow me there. And that's it, dude. That's all my ENS domains. And so how I got these domains, majority of the domains, I would use ENS Vision. ENS.vision is the website. I'm not scared to give you my tools. I want people to get involved. There's two tabs. I go to the expiring or expired. Expired, it's harder because it has sat on that expiring tab, page to page,
there
for however long. There's like 1,000 pages. But I go on the expiring, I'll go page through page, and whatever ones I like, usually the first 10 pages, their premiums are only, because it's still at that 21-day premium that I mentioned earlier, it starts, the $100,000 goes down. I'll go page through page, go back to my ENS.domains app, favorite them, keep them favorited, follow them every day, or if it's a low enough premium for the first 5-10 pages, like I mentioned, I'll just buy it because if I think it's worth it. Like I caught Sean O'Malley on there, followed it for a couple days, bought it. I followed Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Actually, I didn't follow that as soon as I saw it. I bought it for like $30 instead of, which is super cheap still.
$30.
And it does. Trust me, I will never care how much I bought it for. I think it's worth about 50 Ethereum, at least. Jennifer Tilly, same way. Robo Advisors, same way. I have Robo Advisory. Like if you go to my ENS over here, I'll show you.
You're in your favorites.
All right, yeah. So I also have roboadvisory.eth. It didn't show up in my OpenSea, but it doesn't matter. I would just go to your thing. Go to your ENS.domains app, or it's app.ens.domains. But if you go to ENS.domains, you can just click on go to app through their landing page. But I have robo-advisors and robo-advisory. So if you're thinking about getting that, hit me up because you'll never get it anywhere else. All right, now you know how I do it. I go to the ENS.vision website, find the expiring ones, go page through page, save them until they're low enough for me to buy. That's how I snag the new ones. That website also has volume, top sales. It has over 10 categories. I'm going to go on it right now just so you guys could, I'll go through the categories because they'll let you list domains on their website. You can connect your wallet, you can list the domains, you can sell it through there. They have the 10K club. That's digits 0 through 999.
There's a lot of nines.
It's 4. English verbs, English nouns, female first names, emojis.
So they have it filtered for you. Like you
Yeah.
really don't have to do the
So
filtering yourself.
You can click on this and you'll see everybody who has this category listed. So if you clicked on the Pokemon Trainer DAO, I'll click on it right now.
Yeah, these are some names.
So we chose a hard one. Let me go back and have not
We're
these
not
crazy. We're
I'm
not,
not
the
too familiar.
Yeah, we're not in the
with
Pokemon realm.
All
So-
respect to the show, just not
Yeah.
too familiar with it.
Yeah. Okay, UN capital cities. Let's hope this is easy to read. All right, Kingstown. That's the first one, but they start at 0.5 ETH, and like after 10 listings, they go to 1.95. That's what Kingstown's listed at. But essentially, you can go here and
You can even search up top. They give you a search bar. You can search whatever you want.
yeah, it looks just like an OpenSea or something like that, but the filters are directed around someone looking to buy ENS domains, and it's all ENS domains. But yeah, so that's how I found mine. Alan, give me your laptop.
Now it's time for the big shot.
Take that. All right. Yeah. So, I guess we can go one by one, and then it all makes sense. Each one, I kind of know the story behind most of them. But hiring developers is the first one. This is the story behind this one. I'm gonna tell a very broad version, but this is how we got inspired to essentially. Well, he got inspired to buy this domain. Needed developers, literally needed developers, and to get the attention of developers, he made his name after purchasing hiringdevelopers.eth on Twitter. He made that his name, so anybody hopefully looking to be hired as a developer would catch his eye, right?
If you are a developer and you're watching, just hit our line, comment below. We'll reach out to
We
you.
were
We'll
in a
talk.
different space at that time. I think this was a few months
I'm not a
ago.
developer.
We legitimately, yeah, like we are all now. We've all become. Oh,
We're all
gosh.
non-code developers.
Yeah, so, but at the time, we really needed a developer. Well, we wanted a developer, right? So,
We wanted
that was our
we
solution.
needed it.
that was one of the ways
Yeah.
to try to.
It was good. It was a good idea.
That's how you get creative,
Hats
man.
off to Alan.
That's how you get creative. Listen, take it and run with it. Use this. Like, this is why we exist. All right, so next few are companies: Realty Mogul, Diversifund, Microventures.
Microventure, they just launched their round, I think.
We also have a bunch. Do you want to just go through all the companies?
Yeah, we have like a couple.
So Alan went nuts, and what was your logic? Was it
He just
our
wanted to buy
partners, or was it ones we were fans of, or?
Every company that was on our marketplace.
Anything
So
that
yeah,
was
everybody
on
we
our
list. So we created a marketplace to
investment marketplace.
to showcase all of the opportunities that are on the internet that you can invest in, right? And which firm they come from, and a little bit about them. You know, whether it be, I'll mention a few now, right? Vinovest, Yield
Wine.
Street. Although I think he spelled Yield Street wrong, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, guys, that you couldn't get your legit mention. But Capital, Start Engine, Alvest, WeFunder,
UNest.
these are huge names. UNest,
I don't know if they're- I don't know what
Altura.
they're
Who's
doing.
that?
Alto.
Alto? Is that a?
It's a Roth IRA, not Roth IRA, SEP IRA company that
Okay.
allows you to invest in alternatives via your SEP IRA, and I also invested in them,
Fire.
like in their seed round.
That's his reasoning for that.
That's awesome.
You got it wrong way.
We said diverse fund. All right. Okay. Net Capital, Streetwise, Microacquire, LendMe, Mainvest, and I think that is it. Yeah. So that's all his companies, but his logic was, hey, we're trying to partner. At the time, we were trying to partner with this company. Most of the companies we have partnered with now. And that was his logic. We want to get their domains because we want to leverage this domain and hopefully be able to create a partnership. Hey, we'll send you this just for a partnership. Hey, we'll send just for a phone call. Like that. This is the little creative things we were just using the ENS platform as a tool to facilitate what we wanted to bring to life.
Yeah.
You know?
And we have some other companies, our own name, we backed ourselves, Alan backed us
Yeah,
up
and
with
of course-
having our own names locked up.
We always lock up your brand names because if someone else locks it up, you're gonna be pissed.
If you don't, we are basically.
You're gonna be pissed, dude, because there's definitely more than just us out there doing this. I promise, because there has to be. He also has creator-led
VC firm.
VC firm,
It's a VC firm.
First Minute Capital
VC firm.
VC firm, Community Round is
Owned by WeFunder.
owned by WeFunder. I like how.
I wish Alan would get in this picture with us.
Dude, I'm thinking the same
He's
thing. Like he's
rambling
here, but
on.
he's not here. Hiring builders. I think you see the logic there. I'm about to. No, all right. I got it. That's funny. All right, so financialprofessional.eth, obviously. I even have that favorited just in case he ever lets it expire. I'll never let
What
it come out of our
about,
hands.
is Nancy still there?
I'll get up there. Next row. But allinvestments.eth, that's our website. Go to all.investments if you want to see the showcase of all of the investment opportunities literally in one place on the internet. You know, it's crazy going through search engines. We know the pain. You don't know who to trust. It's us. 500global.eth. So Alan also likes to play with the emojis. I'll go to Nancy. Oh, I'll just mention. He also has Nancy. He keeps giving me the look that he wants to mention this. Shout out to her, who she just retired or got kicked off or whatever.
She's retiring next year, I think it is.
I give the emoji hands, but Nancy Patricia Pelosi. I don't know why. Why'd you put your middle look?
Because Nancy Pelosi was already taken.
All right. So he also has a bunch of like combinations of emojis. So he has diamond, hands emoji.
Hands.
He has rocket emoji, moon,
Takeoff.
chart. Different, like that's kind of vibe. But he also has investor with the chart emoji, which I was about to snag the other way.
Style.
Yeah.
Outright.
I was just about to say that.
Style, Jurassic Dow with a
With the dinosaur.
With the dinosaur.
Alan has a dinosaur obsession.
yeah.
It's fair to say.
Investments
Yeah,
with the chart emoji, uptrend stonks.eth, house capital, housevc.eth, and Alan's gonna love this one, banana capital. But it's not banana capital in characters, it's banana emoji, then capital in letters.
That's a great VC firm.
But that's how that's a VC firm. Alright, so we gave you all of our secrets. We told you all of the domains we have. Trust me, I have more that I'm about to snipe. I have ones on my favorites that I'm trying to snipe right now.
I gotta pop my cherry with it sooner or later, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen. If you can snag the right one, it comes cheap. And once you snag one, I just keep snagging them.
Don't blow a bag on these.
Yeah, alright, so that's a great point. Don't blow bag, which means don't spend all your money. I spend the Ethereum that I have sitting in my wallet because it costs $10, $11, maybe $18 at most. If I think it's going to be a good investment like the Kardashians, I spend a little more, like $40. But it wasn't money where I'm like, oh, I spent $100,000. It's everything I have. You know what I mean? Or I spent $20. I sold my really valuable this so I can buy that. Don't spend it all. Afford to lose what you're going to invest. Usually that's the case in crypto.
The way I look at
That's
it
how I
is,
look at it.
if you're spending $11 on an ENS domain, people spend $9 on beef jerky. What's going to give you more value?
Yeah, that's a good point. Look at it that way. If you're buying lunch for $10 and you ate home that night, like, come on, I don't know. Yeah, I'll eat home one more. Make food at home one more night so I can afford my domain. That's.
I'm real simple with lunch: peanut butter and jelly.
Well, what if you're that guy that sells it for 32 ETH to Lady Gaga or to whoever it was? But you sell Lady Gaga for 32 ETH and you registered it for $11.
That's a crazy.
Think about the next
ROI
dinner you're
for
having.
$11.
Think about the next dinner you're gonna have. Come on, it's gonna be delicious. All right, so thank you for tuning in today, and to get more content just like this, follow us on Instagram at Financial Professional, and also now our handle on YouTube is at Financial Professional. We're also on TikTok at all.investments. Hit that bell, see if it works. I have no idea. Does it work? Hit it, see it. Comment on TikTok, follow us, interact. We'll get back to you. Come on. Invest at Nick on Twitter is my handle. Whatever you like. Come on. We're here for you. We want to be friends.
I don't have nothing special on Twitter. I'm at Johnny Stabs.
Cheers. That's a wrap. All right, cut.